afraid Onyeka lied to all of you and you fell for it. At least by omission, at the very least.
You're Nigerian and your husband told you he was the descendant of a king, that he was rich and he wanted to move to America?
Girl, Onyeka, like, it's okay just to say, you know what, guys, I was a little dumb. That was dumb of me. That's what actually like connects people to people on the internet. That's what made Risa Tiso so likable and gave her a career after this. Be so for real, girl. We all saw your Instagram, you know, we all see you at the end of all the photos with all your white friends. I'm sure it gave you an ego boost, you know, a social bump when you came in with this tall Danish white man that went to Europe with you in Kenwa. Now you're feeling, you know, more accepted by your white friends. Now you're feeling like, you know, your white friends are feeling like your husband is hot. Let's talk the real reality things now. It's okay to feel like that. Like, that's not an issue, but don't act like, oh my gosh. Really? Only one man. His dog is this. His apartments are flooding. They're catching on fire. This one. The IRS is taking his money. He's going to court here. Like, auntie, even you too, you're a Nigerian girl from Dallas that goes to the village. Be so for real. You know you enjoyed a bit of the tease, and that's a part of the reason why you kept it running for so long. And a part of the reason why you didn't even leave him here to leave you. Like, sis, I'm not even trying to, like, you know, jump on you. I'm just more saying, if you're gonna come with this long story, be for real. I also am a Nigerian American girl raised and socialized around white people. Okay, I went to private schools my whole life, but this kind of talk, all this, I came here to spread awareness, like, okay, but be so for real.
Somebody said that she would have never sent him this money if he was black or Nigerian, and that is 1000% true. Because if you are a millionaire, number one, if you are a millionaire and you cannot come up with 6K, you're lying. Number two, go to the bank, get a loan, you're a millionaire. They'll give you that in 6 seconds. Why are you asking me? Not only was she was begging to give this man the 6K. Please take the 6K from me. You didn't know him from Adam and Eve. You just met this man a few weeks ago. I was sick.
So we have all heard of the Nigerian Prince Scammer, but who's ever heard of a Danish Prince Scammer? What the hell?
The only lesson to learn from the Danish Deception is that it's not dumb people that fall for scams. It's desperate people. A bunch of people have sent different parts of the Danish Deception series to my inbox to break down. They specifically want me to talk about the Danish guy in question, how amazing his game was, and how much better he might be than the Tinder swindler. But after going through the entire series, I'm here to tell you, that guy's game sucks. Oh my god, it is unbelievably trash. It is so sloppy. He tripped over his own feet. He made so many obvious, overt, unnecessary, avoidable mistakes on the way. The only thing he did correctly in that entire series, if you were to believe nothing but her account of the whole thing, is the fact that he picked the right target. That is the only real merit I can give him. Everything else he did is fucking subpar. He only got away with it for the most part because this Nigerian American girl, hey God, why is she Nigerian? This Nigerian American girl was so obsessed with the idea of being with this Danish guy that she completely blinded herself to all the red flags that were right in front of her. When I say this is the perfect real life example of when they like you, you don't have to lie to them. They'll lie for you.
If you are with an alleged millionaire and the alleged millionaire cannot come up with $50,000, you are not with a millionaire. That's not possible. Because if this is a person who is worth millions of dollars, enough money such that they can buy investment properties for millions of dollars, that means they can qualify for a $50,000 loan. That's what it should mean, at least. And if they can't, they're dealing with something that's probably not legal, or it's all a lie.
And also about this Danish Deception thing, I think this proves another thing that black Americans know. It's a certain few nationalities, some in Asia, you know, some in Africa, that would do anything for a tall blonde white man. They in the comments saying that man was facially challenged. He looked like a blonde Lower Farquaad. And I promise you this, if a black American man would have told that girl, yeah, my family, we got millions and billions of dollars, and you know, we can go to any hotel you want, we can do whatever you want, and I don't FaceTime for real, she'd have been like, boy, Please. Now, Risa Tisa, that's a whole different situation. I don't know what she was thinking, because she fell for a dude with a WWE belt collection. Come on, bro. And then when we all found the picture of dude, we was like, nah, bro, you really thought that we all found the pictures of him in his room with them WWE belts. We was like, nah. Bro.
Onyeka, black women don't hate you and you know it. We simply see the self-hate reeking. And we're not the only people that see it. The Asians, the Muzungus, the Kawaja, Caucasians see it all. Let us go. Let us go from this lie, the shackles that we don't like you and we're giving you flack. No, we're holding you accountable. Release us now. Or perhaps maybe your masters should release you. Because the master is in your head, clearly.
And that's all I needed to know. The first red flag was you pronouncing your name the way you did. The second red flag was the fact that you said that man had blonde hair, blue eyes, and you were just so like... And then the third red flag was you running that much bread to that man. And still going on trips with him while you were, owing money. And there's a shit ton of red flags. But here's my thing. Instead of her actually taking accountability, like what Risa Tisa did, this is why Risa Tisa's, series popped off, because Risa Tisa was done with the man. Risa Tisa was over it. Risa Tisa was ready to tell her story because she had dealt with everything, coped with everything. She's not over that man. But anyways, as I was saying, instead of her actually taking accountability, she's going to blame it on the black women. That's all I needed to know.
Anytime I hear the words someone stole from me come out of someone's mouth and then followed by the words I loaned them, they didn't steal anything from you. You're just dumb. First of all, to give somebody copious amounts of money multiple times without getting any in return, it's like, what exactly are you hoping for to happen? I don't get it.
I don't even believe that he had a gambling addiction. I have wholeheartedly convinced myself that the gambling addiction is a made-up deep lie that he has created so he doesn't have to pay people back when he gets caught. I think he went to a facility. I think he faked a gambling addiction. I think he got caught gambling by her on purpose. I think that the people that were the dangerous people that were trying to find him and get him and threw the brick through his parents' window, I think he possibly threw the brick through his own parents' window. I think what they are dealing with is something much bigger than a gambling addict.
That motherfucker took $30,000 from me. Keep in mind, he still owes me $6,000 at this point. He said, can you send me $5,000? After some time, he talks me into loaning him the $15,000. I end up loaning him an additional $3K, not even a week after I had already given him $15K. I remember I gave him a small amount, maybe $3,000. We ended up going to Portugal for a week. We used my credit cards the majority of this trip. Your ex owes my husband $200,000. And I saw that there was a cash advance for $7,000. My little sister looks at me and she says, he took $3K from me. I find another friend that he owed $10,000 to. My coworkers that I used to work with, husband gave him $10,000 to. And what was in his account? 34 cents.
Yeah, so as someone who's in an interracial relationship, my husband is white, you'd like to know, do I think had this been a non-white man, would this have still played out the same way? Honestly, I don't. I think because she was trusting that he was Danish, he was royalty, he fit her blonde hair, blue eye, fairy tale, happy ending love story that she wanted so bad to believe in, that she was willing to overlook all of the red flags. I think had it been a black man or anyone else, she probably would have not let any of this slide. And guys, remember, he asked for the divorce. He asked her for the divorce. To me, considering everything that man put her through, and that he went and asked her for the divorce, diabolical. Because how are you going to do me like that and then you ask for the divorce?
Onyeka describing the woman that her ex was recently with as a 1 out of 10 and trying to shame her for doing sex work shows everything about why she posted this series. Suddenly, after seeing this woman, she posted an almost 30-part series on TikTok about their relationship. This is why I said in my previous video, it's so obvious that she's done all this because she's so annoyed that she's not with him anymore. When she was with him, she was more than happy with everything that he was doing, but now that she's not with him and she's seen him even more so with someone else, she is pissed. She wants him alone, miserable, and thinking of her on the DL so they can get back together because she clearly does want that. Another trip, anyone?
I'm afraid Onyeka lied to all of you and you fell for it. At least by omission, at the very least. She forgot to tell y'all one very important detail, which is she wanted mixed babies and her mom and dad wanted mixed grandbabies. But you had on blue eyes and blonde hair colored shades, so that's all you could see. So the fact that her mom and dad were willing to pay for whatever crazy work, okay? Also, we would never be here if this man was black, African, person of color, whatever, because you would have never lent him $1, let alone 5, 10, 15, 20,000, 30, however much you ended up loaning him. A black man would have never been brave enough to go ask your friends, husbands and stuff for money. They most especially wouldn't have given it to him. I'm not even making this up. I don't know this girl from Adam, never met her, and I dare her to come on here and say I'm lying. If this man was black, if this man was African, if this man was from your damn tribe, from your same village, we wouldn't be here because you wouldn't even look at him, let alone send your passport fucking details. What do you mean? You know why you really lost me? When you had the nerve to talk about something, you were going to the village and he was packing a Rolex watch and you were like, do you know where you're going? We're going to the village. They're going to rob you. Oh, whoa. Now you're trying to stop the hustle of your people. I'm kidding. Now they definitely would have robbed his ass. But the reason he was bringing that watch is he knew it wasn't motherfucking real. But honestly though, yeah, just say you wanted mixed babies and we will let it go. But you coming on here, oh, and I have the nerve to talk about something. I took his passport so he couldn't leave, huh? I see you posting about you finally left him and you have peace. No, my love, he left you. How he leave you? Also, very brave of you to be taking trips when you owe somebody money. People are like, oh, she's an African. How did it? Because she's not an African. She's an Africant. Every time I saw you tuck your braids behind your ears, I knew what time it was. Crypto and Kryptonisha, you could have never been in the living room talking about, oh my God, we're gonna fix it. If that was a black man, you would have detached. You would have removed yourself from the situation. I don't know how you came to the conclusion of royal title and $400,000 pay. My sister, if somebody has a $400,000 pay job, they don't borrow $3,000 from you. Hello? Amen? The family is rich. The family is rich. Royal titles. Oh, he kept showing me screenshots and emails. You ever heard of Fiverr? You ever heard of Canva? You ever heard of any type of editing app, tool, PixArt? Email, girl, I could create an email right now. Esquire, who, JD from who. Send over an email. Yeah. Tax document, this, that. That's what you saw? How was the apartment that you Googled that wasn't his apartment already not sending you in the deep end? Oh, he's gonna sell the 2 apartments in Copenhagen. They don't exist, my love. The business account doesn't exist. And after all that, he left you?
Trick number 1, the bottleneck trap. Did you notice right before every visit, boom, a crisis, frozen bank account, father hospitalized, emergency back surgery, and that big one where he was suddenly 50K short, and then 10, and then 6, until the stress was so high that she would do anything to ensure that they were able to see each other. Her nervous system went from cloud 9 to crisis to I'll fix it. He controlled the chaos and she paid for the calm. He didn't need to ask because masculine energy solves problems. It provides, it proves, it protects. All right, trick number 2, state-timed mirroring, okay? Everything she felt, he echoed. Oh my gosh, I've never met anyone like you. I feel the exact same way. She told him she loved him first, okay? Remember him holding it? He told her he'd save it for later. And then she had that terrible fall, literally bumped her head, okay? She's in the hospital, shaken up, concussed in a foreign country, in a foreign language, and vulnerable. I live in the south of France, so I know exactly what she went through. And that's when this man decided to tell her that he loved her too. That was state-timed mirroring. using fear and trauma to make love feel like safety in that moment. Her brain released oxytocin to attach to whoever felt like protection in that moment. All right, trick number 3, the Trojan horse gift. Before he took from her, he gave luxury trips, attention. Let's not forget the status, okay? Women love to say, I would never give a man money. Okay. What if he bought you a condo first? Are you warm yet? What if he gifted you a $50K shopping spree? Warmer? What if he flew you to Monaco and treated you like royalty? Are you still sure you'd owe him nothing? That is Trojan giving. He gives, you bond, you repay. Let's get into the 4th one, okay? He never had to ask, not once. All he had to do was present the problem. And because she was in her masculine survival mode, she volunteered to solve it. Masculine energy says, I'll handle it, while feminine energy says, and how will you handle this?
Let me know what you guys think about this Danish deception in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Like this video, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.